On Fox, the last 2 months are described as terrifying for a Houston woman who we're told is being detained in Dubai.
Fox 26's Domly Keith joining us live near downtown Houston with why she's being held. Domly.
Well, the crime she's charged with may surprise you, and Dubai is increasingly becoming a vacation spot for a number of Houston women. One who's there right now, according to her social media page, is trying to get back to the Bayou City, but according to her mom, her passport has been confiscated because she was charged with screaming in public.
It also could result in prison time. So it's very scary.
The trip turned terrifying for Tiara Young Allen when her mom says she was a passenger in a friend's rental car and they got into an accident there in Dubai. Tina Baxter says when her daughter went to the company to retrieve her ID, credit card, and other items left in the rental, Baxter says it did not.
On Fox, the last 2 months are described.
Call all Yabashima Shai, Yabashima Shai, Bashima Kakadas Brakathum. Double honors to our apostles, to our elders, which are of GMS. Blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth, sincerity. This Rob Moffa, the Nebraska camp. This is GMS, any push to the mark. Now, as you've seen in the post-production, man, this is just a manifestation of the direction Eve is going, okay? Yeah, it's like it cut off while I was speaking, but let me see here. I want to get a couple scriptures, man. This is just a quick. This is a quick, So I want to go. I'm just get a quick addressing the issues head on, and then we'll get into some precepts of edification. So when you go to Micah 7:10, it says, "Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power?" Yeah, because, that shows that she's saying that woman in particular, because the reason why she's arrested is biblical. You're not supposed to be raising your voice or usurping authority over a man. Okay, telling them she probably it was way more than what meets the eye. She's probably telling them what they can do, what she's gonna do, and how she's gonna tear this motherfucker up, and y'all know who I am, and that type of energy. I'm not saying she specifically said that, but it's that type of energy that more than likely she was presenting. As the scriptures say, a woman is not to usurp authority over a man. And in that place, it's not just subjective in its opinion over there in Dubai, it's a fact. All right. And it's a law there, okay? It says, "My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as a mire of the streets," okay? Because the women of our nation they live carelessly, man, because Esau let them, okay? They're using their liberty as a cloak of maliciousness. But the beauty is she been over here, more than likely, and thought she could take that energy over into a different country. And this is the second time it has happened, with Brittany Griner thinking she could just, I'm a superstar, I can just take drugs wherever I want. And you in Russia, in these other countries, there's political problems. There's countries that don't like other countries, and they only deal with them for business. And there's people that just have different laws. And in this case, it was a different law, and it was a righteous law that she got arrested, man, because they also tell you that women feel the safest in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? That the crime rate is very low. And it's like that for a reason, because of order and construct. Okay? Because when you give a woman liberty, let's see what the scriptures say about giving a woman liberty, man. Okay? It tells you, I believe in the book of Sirach, man, that, it says, Sirach 25 and 25, it says, 25 and 24, it says, "Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go." Now, this is talking about, within marriage, but it still applies, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you let them do what they want, You ain't gonna tell me shit. I'm gonna do what I want. Then they're gonna walk around with their breasts out and call that women empowerment. That, of the woman became the beginning of sin. And these people over there know order and construct. And this is beautiful proof how the cup of Babylon have destroyed our people. Okay. Now, once you go into Ephesians 5:17, it's going to tell you that. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. And we know that people like that don't know, but we're talking to the women within this gospel, the women that think that they want to change or do the right thing, or however it go. Look, this is proof that the American mindset is not good, because it's proof that the safest place for a woman to be is the place where women have less liberty. It's not a coincidence. It's just like when they had the heathen in our land and you had to call a Levitical priest to teach the people the laws of the land so the bears wouldn't attack them, because the Lord would get on your ass if you're in the wrong, especially if you're an Israelite, whether or not you're an Israelite, right? So I say that to say Dubai got a low crime rate because they abide the laws of order with dealing with the women, okay, as well as other people, okay? They keep it about the laws, because of course the Muslim laws are just, they line straight up with Israelite laws, because a lot of their ways the bulk of their ways came from us through Khadijah, okay, and Muhammad, all right? And he used to trade amongst Israelites, okay? But that's a different story for a different time. So it says in verse 18, here it goes, and be not drunk with wine wherein is access, but be filled with the Spirit. All right, because if that woman was filled with the Spirit, she wouldn't be yelling and talking back to a man. So it shows you how much negative connotation comes with that, okay? It shows you how important that is. And it shows you how much the wine of Babylon can affect people. All right, this should be a learning situation for women. But if you go on the comment boards, they all, she, really, I can't even say that. I looked at the comment boards, a lot of them thinking, yeah, y'all think y'all could take y'all big loud ass over there and do that stuff and think you're gonna get away with it. Really, the whole world is turning on the nigger woman, man. They're tired of your shit, man. And Dubai tell you they ain't gonna tolerate it, man. It says, now I'm gonna read the NLT. It says, don't act don't act thoughtlessly, but understand what the Lord wants you to do. Don't be drunk with wine, because that will ruin your life. Instead, be filled with the Holy Spirit, singing psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs among yourselves, and making music to the Lord in your hearts. She wasn't doing that. She was the sassy princess, the sassy trucker. She had no humility. She had, you sitting in the truck and you trying to still show your ass. How far you got to go to name yourself? You just a money-making trucker. Just say that. Why you got to be a sexualized worker? So the first thing a woman want to do is to show her body. You're a sassy trucker. Why don't you be the person that make bread and do what you do? Colored hair. Everything points to she deserves what she got. All signs point to it. All right? It ain't merciless. It's just you get what you deserve. Who pities a snake charmer when they're bitten, man? And she lived that sassy ass life and took her sassy ass in a place where sassiness wasn't tolerated, where it was illegal. You think because Joe Biden, your president, you can go over there and talk shit to another motherfucker? All right, bet. All right, so let's get this. And we're gonna close it out. Going to 1 Timothy chapter 2. All right, and I tell women this all the time, man. Y'all need to be focusing on how being a woman. Focus on being a woman. Focus on being a wife. Focus on what you're supposed to be doing instead of trying to. These women are trying to be prophetess, try to tell a man what to do and things of that nature, and that's not your place, man. Okay. Just like I was watching, not sure the clip at the end where the woman was usurping authority, telling, I'm a Hebrew woman, and as a Hebrew man, you ought to do this. That is not your place. You can get away with that shit over here, but it's wrong. All right? And you deserve what she deserved, a lot of women over here deserve. And if they did, and if you gave these women jail time over here, that you'll be having a whole lot more wholesome, clean women. All right? Stone adulterers and adulteresses. You have a whole lot less fornication going on, man. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Let's see here. It's like I lost my spot. 1 Timothy chapter 2 and 9 says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, okay, with shamefacedness. This is a thing. She wasn't shamefaced. To be shameless means to be disrespectful. And for a woman to raise her voice in a structured, godly society, and I'm not saying that the Muslims are godly, they have godly traits, because that's a part of it. A woman not supposed to raise her voice. A woman ain't supposed to be looking a nigga in the eye, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was watching this, It Is What It Is with Mason Cameron. That boy said, yeah, man, I forget who he had. I think he said he had Mariah Carey or won somebody on him on the block, and one of his partners came over and he said, yeah, put your head down. Because you ain't supposed to be in no man's face, man. But women do that all the time because they want time, okay? And this is the result. It should show you a society where women feel the safest are the ones that is the same society where women have less liberty. But in this society where they have the most liberty, they are the most vulnerable to things happening. They get raped the most over here in comparison to any other country. You know what I'm saying? All kind of things. Well, can't say like, you know, southern countries, South American countries where there's no liberty. I mean, there is no fucking rules. Okay, but that's the reason why. It ain't like you're treated like a woman in essence. There is no structural system. It's just a bunch of buck wild people doing what they want. Okay, it says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, which cometh women professing godliness with good works, being humble, being soft-spoken, being, wearing proper clothes. Because again, once you go into read the NLT, and I want to get specifically get shamefacedness and sobriety, okay? When you go to read the NLT, it says in verse 9, it says, and I want women to be modest in their appearance. They should wear decent, appropriate clothing and not draw attention to themselves by the way they fix their hair or by wearing gold, pearls, or expensive clothes. For women who claim to be devoted to God should make themselves attractive by the good things that they do. That's you. There you go. Okay? So once you go into it, now they kind of clustered certain things in the first one when they said a woman should dress in her appearance. She not only should be shamefaced in her appearance, but and also in her fucking conduct and her talk. Okay? So when you go to shamefacedness, it says sense of shame or honor, modesty, bashfulness, reverence, regard of others, respect. Okay? So when you go to bashfulness, so let's go to bashful, right? Bashful, excessively modest, shy, sheepish, to be filled with consternation or dismay, bring down, humiliate, okay? To be humble. Humble people are what? Quiet, soft-spoken. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Nah, get out my way, because he ain't going all that loud shit, right? That's what you get. You know, we grew up in it. We in the hood, man. We ain't, we can go on and on about it, but you go into sobriety, right? The same passage and go into sobriety. Sounds of mind, self-control, okay? Self-control. All that behind credit card, keys, whatever it is, whatever it was, you're supposed to have self-control. She should have been with a man in the first place. That was the first problem. It says moderation and indulgence. Okay, sobriety, moderation, steadiness, gravity, having some temperance, self-control, man. You're in a whole different country. Your ass ain't smart enough to know that if you go to jail out there, it's going to be very difficult to get out. You're not sobriety. You don't have no sobriety. You don't have any sobriety. Okay, and that's just what it is. You know, you just like a kid, you give them liberty, they're gonna be self-willed, stiff-necked. You know, and that's pretty much, you know, I'm finish this off, and that's pretty much it, man. You know, she gets what she deserves, and whether regardless of how people feel, oh, you wrong, man, shut up. Shut up. It says, verse 11, 1 Timothy 2:11 says, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection, but suffer not a woman to teach nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. You know, and she had no skill set of that. She was so deep in with being an empowered American woman, she drank all that wine that she forgot what the hell she was. She was in a different country, carrying the same energy, and she couldn't turn it off if she wanted to. And therefore, she's going to get what she deserves. And so if the people react like that over there, how much you think men let shit slide over here? Okay, because the Lord created that law, you know, divinely for us to be in peace and in order. So if that's a law that the Lord made for peace and the things be done decently in order, what you think it is when y'all not doing it? You're out of order. It's not decent. Which is why you took your sassy ass over to Dubai without a man and started acting like one and got treated like one. Sent your beanhead ass to jail. Now you got to get your bond, your passport back. You're going to find out how much the United Arab Emirates fuck with your ass and fuck with America. You know? You're a political prisoner. But she gets what she deserves, man. You know? But with that being said, I want to say, call Allah, Yahbashim Yahshai, Yahbashim Yahshai, Bashim Karkadas, Barakatham. Shalom.